Are you an empath? In today's video, I'll explain what an empath is and how to tell if you have empathic abilities. Hi, my name is Melissa and I'm the founder of the Spirit Guided Life School. I'm here to provide you practical tools to tap into your own inner guidance and thrive on your spiritual path. Please visit my website, communicatewithangels.com, to learn more about my free offerings and my programs that will really enhance your spiritual journey. So, what is an empath? Well, I looked up the dictionary definition of an empath, and I'm going to read it to you now. The dictionary definition is a person with the paranormal ability to apprehend the mental or emotional state of another individual. Okay? So this means that really, according to this definition, everybody is an empath, because each one of us does have the paranormal ability to tap into the mental and emotional state of another person, especially if you know them well, right? So if you think about meeting someone new or even seeing a friend, you get a sense about them. You have a feeling for what mood they are in, what they might be experiencing. Yes, maybe you're looking at their facial expressions, but that is also an indication of energy, and you're tuning into energy as well. Now, in the spiritual field, as of late, the word empath has actually taken on more of a negative connotation. And so it's often considered to mean something along the lines of a person who absorbs other people's energy so much that they can't distinguish between what is their energy and what is somebody else's. They get totally overwhelmed. They need to hide from people. They are absorbing way too much. Okay, now, to me, that is not a true definition of an empath. That is an out of balance situation. So I want to kind of clarify some things here on what is really valuable for you in developing your empathic abilities. And if you're watching this video because you do experience feeling overwhelmed by energy, I want to provide you with some tips to help you with that. Okay, so we need to back up for a second and talk about the fact that you have inner guidance and you have 4 spiritual abilities or psychic gifts. And those are intuition or clairaudience, vision or clairvoyance, prophecy, and feeling or clairsentience. Now, the 2 gifts that are strongest in empathic abilities are vision and feeling. Remember, you have all 4 of the gifts, so you can develop all of them, but you do have a gift order. So if vision or feeling is number 1 for you, you are going to feel this empathy thing a little more strongly. Everybody has it, but it's just to different degrees. So if your vision and feeling are your first and second gifts, you've sort of got that double whammy there. You're very sensitive to other people's feelings, you can sense their personality, you know things about them. Okay? So there's a little bit of a difference here. So the visionary gift is really more the empathy, where it's knowing what it feels like to be in another person's shoes, but still able to be emotionally detached. So people strong in the gift of vision make really good teachers, mentors, life coaches, because they have that empathy. They can feel into what you're feeling and have compassion for you, have empathy for you, and give you advice based on where you're at, so you can start to feel better than you do now. Now, the gift of feeling, if you're really strong in this one, it's a little bit different. It is also picking up on other people's feelings, but that feeling gift is sort of like being in a soup of feelings all the time. So you can be immersed in feelings. You feel other people's feelings very strongly. You can feel what's happening in the environment. And it's more of sort of this visceral experience. You can even feel it in your body. You're just pure feelings. Now, this is the gift that has a little more trouble being detached. Okay, so that visionary part is good at detachment. I have a lot of empathy, a lot of compassion, but I can still kind of separate myself from you. The feeling gift has a lot of empathy and compassion as well, but they have trouble separating themselves. They just feel one with it and sometimes can't tell that they're picking up on somebody else's feelings. So in a way, this has sort of become the definition out there of an empath, somebody who can't distinguish their feelings from somebody else's. And that is something that is a tendency if you're strong in feeling. And it doesn't have to overwhelm you, okay? So you can learn a couple things that will really help with this. The first is a technique which is called spiritual cleansing. What the cleansing technique does is it helps you to raise your vibration of energy, so you're a little more in that higher state of consciousness and you're better able to detach yourself from the environment. So if you haven't learned that cleansing technique yet, I highly recommend you start practicing it. It's so easy and so simple, and it's a free training I offer. You can go to communicatewithangels.com/cleansing. Okay. Now the second thing is that developing your more intuitive gift is really helpful, because your intuitive part is good at discernment. What is discernment? It's getting the facts spiritually. What am I feeling? When did I start feeling it? Where is it? Who is it? And why am I feeling this? And if you are able to answer those questions, you are armed with the facts that allow you to know, okay, this is not me, so I need to let it go. Or even just having that discernment of knowing it's not you can sometimes be enough. Combined with the cleansing technique, you will be golden. Okay, now there's one more tip that's really, really important, and this is probably the one that is most difficult for people. But you need to realize that if you are getting involved in other people's energies and not able to separate yourself, there is some concept or habit that is getting you involved in that. Are you a people pleaser? Are you worried about that person? Are you oversympathizing with their situation? Do you feel it is your obligation to help them? Whatever it is, this can come from really good intentions. It's probably because you were such a kind and caring person and you want to help, and that is good. But you need to learn to have a little more boundaries and clarity about, why am I doing this? What is it that's keeping me hooked in? Is it guilt, right? Is it a sense of duty? Is it concern, wanting to make that person's problems go away? So really start to be honest with yourself about, what is that habit that's keeping me hooked in energetically? Because there has to be some kind of hook. If not, you wouldn't be continually absorbing it and not able to let it go. Okay, so feelers will always feel things, but that's different from holding on to other people's problems. So part of the spiritual journey is learning to mind my own business and be detached. I know for some of you that sounds really harsh, and I'm not saying that we don't care about people. We do. We love people and we love to help them. But also, do I care about myself? Do I care about my own energy to where I am actually suffering through helping another person? That is out of balance, okay? So we need to come back to our loyalties and priorities in life. My first loyalty is to my soul and what I've come to do. And when I say me, I'm talking about you too, right? My second priority is my physical body, keeping that healthy. If I'm not healthy, I'm no good to anybody. And then my third priority is those loved ones, those people close to me. My fourth priority is that outer circle, my clients, the world at large. As long as you keep things in that priority order, you will be great. And really, being of service to others is being of service to yourself as well. But just realize when it's being of service and when it's actually wanting to save them from their problems. Because people are here to learn and grow just like you are. And sometimes they need to experience those challenges in order to get the growth that they set themselves up for in this lifetime. If you try to save them and take their problems away, you're actually harming them from that spiritual growth perspective, because you're taking away their growth opportunity. And souls are amazing magnets when they have a purpose and a plan, and they will just create the problem over again until they've actually learned it themselves. So taking it away from them doesn't help anything. They're just going to create it again. So being of service means doing your 50% and allowing them to step up and do their 50% and staying detached, right? Maybe it's give advice, but then release and bless them on their way. And don't try to keep saving them from their problems. Okay, this went down some rabbit holes that I was not expecting, but I hope that was helpful to really understand. So yes, you are an empath, right? But let's keep it balanced. Let's make it about service and sharing, but not trying to control and not trying to save people or take their problems away. And that is what will keep you in a space where you can be really psychic. You can pick up amazing insights and help for people, but it doesn't mean that you suffer as a result of that, right? It's balance. Balance is the key. So again, don't forget to watch that spiritual cleansing video at communicatewithangels.com/cleansing. And I recommend that you watch this video next. It's about spiritual contracts, and that will really help you to clarify this thing we've been talking about today of how to be of service to others in a way that helps you and helps them in a beautiful, balanced and detached way. I'll see you there.